right, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. August 18th and 19th at Nottingham Park on the stage. The 10th Mountain Storytellers are going to be there for the entire weekend. But tonight there's another big event. And joining us with 10th Mountain Storytellers, I've got Nina and Johanna. Both of y'all are from Boulder, huh?
We are.
We are.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to
Did
see
you drive
you.
up this morning?
We drove up last night.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of getting into the storytelling mode, kind of getting a feel for the vibe of the valley.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right? All right, okay. I want to know more about this. Everybody's been asking me questions about the 10th Mountain Storytellers. But storytelling is, it's all over and it's been going on for a long time. So why don't you start? Give us your story, so
Well,
to speak.
storytelling has been going on for forever. Forever. But recently what we do in Boulder, we host a story slam, and that's what we're going to be doing tonight.
A story slam.
A story slam. And a story slam is when there's a theme for the night, people from the audience actually put their name in the hat if they want to tell a story that's related to the theme, a true story about themselves. And then if their name gets picked, they come to the stage, they tell a story, and it's a competition. So the audience votes on the best story.
Story slam.
Yeah.
Where are we doing this tonight, Nina? Where is this happening?
It's happening at the Westin
Okay.
in the lobby.
So then there's not judges or anything like that, because it's all audience voting basically.
That's
and
right.
say, he had the best story.
Best story, best storyteller, best, overall storytelling awesomeness.
And it has a lot to do with not just the story itself, but how you present it and how you carry yourself on the stage at that time and what you bring into it. Because you can elaborate, obviously. It's got to be realistic. It has to be real.
Has to be true.
It has to be
Has to be
true.
true.
We have a 5-minute time limit.
Okay, 5
So it
minutes.
has to be
Yeah,
5 minutes.
so you can't go on and on.
And you can actually talk a lot. I do it a lot. Talking a lot, you can say a lot in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can.
You can say a lot.
Or you can say
yeah.
a little in 5 minutes, depending upon who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to tell a story in 5 minutes is not, to be able to tell a story where you get the beginning, the middle, and the end, you get the audience to lean in, you get them really caring about how it's going to turn out. That's what really makes it
Engaging the audience.
Engaging, yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Bringing them into your little world for 5 minutes.
That's the main thing. That's more than having great performance chops, for instance. You you let them in. You make a connection. And that's what goes on with storytelling in general is we connect through stories. We connect through our own stories.
So, you both have been telling stories for a long time? How did you both get involved with this part of it? As more controlled and more specific as opposed to just sitting with your friends and telling stories? How did you get involved with really just publicly telling stories?
Yeah, well, we knew of each other in the theater scene around Boulder, and we decided we wanted to work together. And after 3 or 4 months of getting together, we thought, well, let's start a story slam. So we founded this, and we host it, and we produce it.
Okay, so really it came down to the story slam was kind of the basis, the premise for everything moving forward.
It was an opportunity for us to get up on stage and tell stories. We're both theater artists, and we wanted to have opportunities to tell stories. So we did this just for fun to see what happened in Boulder. This is the event that we produce in Boulder. Right. We said, let's see what happens. And right from the get-go, right out of the gate, it was a huge success, and people came. And we're 5 years in now in Boulder.
Slamming for 5 years.
Slamming for 5 years.
So Nina, if people want to become involved, do they have to sign up in advance? Can they just show up? What would you recommend?
What I would recommend is you think about the theme, and the theme for tonight is small world. So think about that time you ran into the same person at the ATM that you had seen in Bangkok 3 weeks ago, or whatever your story is. Think about your theme, practice your story, practice it with a friend, and then just show up. Put your name in the hat. You never know if you're going to be picked or not. You might be picked, and you might sit there
and thinking to
chewing
pull
your
my name out of the hat.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the anticipation, the excitement of it all, too.
The other thing about the theme is we like to pick themes that have many, many interpretations. So it could be that small world story of running into somebody from your past, but it could be the time you lived in a tiny apartment in New York City.
Or you might be a microbiologist.
I have a story for sure. I'm going to show
or
up.
a kindergarten
tonight and
teacher,
put my name in the hat, too. All right, so tonight at the Westin, what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
And our company is called Truth Be Told, and we're working as part of, as you mentioned, 10th Mountain Storytellers.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
See you. Maybe we'll see you tonight.
Yeah, you better come with a
Rock
story.
and roll. Westin, 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to take the Ken next. Here's a look at your weather forecast for the day.